the 90 Pleiadian Collective, the disclosure is yours. We greet you with radiant light, boundless joy, and the truest happiness, as the days in which Earth remains isolated from the vastness of the cosmos are numbered. The time has come to fully reactivate the portals across your planet. Once more, Earth shall fulfill its destined role as the universal library, a place of wisdom and unity among worlds. You may wonder why contact with the star races on Earth is often experienced individually rather than collectively. Understand that this is not about traversing physical space, but rather awakening ancient technologies left upon your planet, awaiting reactivation. These sacred instruments lie hidden in the depths of the earth beneath the ancient and revered sites of your world. Spaceships and powerful devices, long dormant, are prepared to awaken, and with them, Earth's gateways to other star systems and constellations shall realign. We invite you now to make a deep and heartfelt call, expressing your wish to open these gateways and connect with higher dimensional beings. As this collective intention resonates, more of you will begin to experience telepathic connections with a greater variety of star races. Then, as the process unfolds, physical interactions will naturally follow. Know that what we share is beyond the scope of ordinary human comprehension. But we trust you, who receive this message, to sense its truth and purpose. In turn, we ask you to share it with others, for this awakening is a collective journey. Soon, we shall guide you to understand the intricate web of portals connecting the star systems, granting you a deeper knowledge of what you are helping to activate. At this moment, no extensive knowledge is required. Instead, open your hearts and call upon the portals to reopen. We are here with you, through you, working for the highest good of all. We cherish this connection with you. We are ever near, in love and unity. Next step of transformation. Hello. I send love to each one of you and celebrate the enormous changes that are flowing onto our planet. Each one of us has been preparing for this sacred time, and we are on the cusp of this sacred launching. That will springboard our entire Earth plane into a next step cycle of vast transformation. We have officially begun another era of a higher consciousness potential. Wherever you find yourself on the planet right now, there is an added intensity as the walls of illusion begin to shatter all the old barriers that have been holding the third dimension in place for lifetimes. Rapid change is in upon us as the timelines of Earth disintegrate, creating a birthing of monumental proportions. Expect the unexpected this month. Be prepared for further levels of accelerated change that is predestined to take place over the coming months into 2025. You can all expect a series of extremes in the intensity to accelerate as further waves of electrical light flows flood the planet. This electrical frequency of light will affect each one of us on the cellular level, shifting our ability to perceive the reality of our own consciousness beyond the ego mind. Within the time frame of this month, each one of us is being called to stabilize within the link to our heart space. We have officially entered a next phase of what the Pleiadians have been calling the new dawning of Earth. These last weeks have brought me into a swirling, shifting series of unknown, intense light consciousness arenas where I have reconnected to higher elemental frequencies of myself. Letting go has been the only option to navigating within these spaces. Through opening my awareness, utilizing the conscious breath to align within the moment, trusting the moment within my whole heart, that is what I have done. Not trying to understand this unknown arena. And I have been totally committed to becoming this unfolding energy, simultaneously knowing that I was, and still am being repositioned on every level within myself. We have all been prepared to meet this time. Remember, the ego mind does not, and will never understand this process. Your multidimensional heart is your only true reference point for this time. I am focused on holding a steady platform for everyone. In the action of letting go, I become all that I am meant to be in this moment. Together we can let go and allow this transmutation. Love and blessings. Christine. Life Tapestry Creations, The Closing Gate. Dear Owns, today, we of the universe's wish to address your need for rest and recalibration. Perhaps you believe you have been resting. But instead of resting, you have likely been trying to visualize your future and the world's future. And if your image does not mesh with your current beliefs, you try to force others to think and act as you feel appropriate. Essentially, you are trying to play God with your small part of the total. Such was expected in 3D, but it is the opposite of what is operational now. Push or pull are no longer operative concepts in your new world. So you are having difficulties, because you know what is best for you, and anyone nearby. Are you not all-powerful? But the shift away from forcing yourself and others into a corral of rightness is beginning to become part of your being. Even though a friend has many similar thoughts, he or she also has opposing beliefs. Should they be sent away, or are you willing to accept the differences? This is the week that highlights. They may not be exactly like me, but I respect the variance between us. Not an easy lesson after eons of either acquiescing to others or demanding others think and act as you do. This is a watershed moment for you. You note extreme differences, yet those opposing views are part of your family and heart. It is not an easy time. You will ignore some people with different interests or needs, and some will remain part of your inner circle. The difference is not necessarily their various viewpoints, but the openness of their hearts. Let us clarify. A 2-year-old stamps their feet and pounds the floor, declaring they are right, and you are wrong. You do not necessarily like how that 2-year-old declares their independence, but you understand that their actions are to be expected during this time in their lives. If a 32-year-old acted similarly, you would probably distance yourself from them. You not only discern the difference, but you find yourself opening differently to the two beings in question. Something similar will happen this week. Those questioning their rights and actions so they can evolve will probably seem acceptable. Those who question your right to be because they are worth more than you will not be acceptable to you, or any person who has transitioned beyond 3D. The skate has been hanging above your heads, waiting for the right moment to divide beings into those who have transitioned or are transitioning, and those who wish to explore 3D further. Once that gate closes, you will have little interest in those who wish to explore 3D. There will be no bloodshed, recriminations, or anything other than I'm not interested in pursuing anything with you, and you feel the same about me. Instead, a natural divide will allow both groups to explore what they wish. Will there be some overlap, even anger? Yes. However, the gates will become stronger with time until those who wish to remain fully of 3D will not want to interact with those beyond 3D and vice versa. You cannot live in love and joy if you continuously look over your shoulder for a punitive action or reaction because of a difference of opinion. 3D is no more unless you wish to remain in 3D. It is time to absolve yourself of the need to protect yourself or others from something as natural as a 2-year-old tantrum. Yet, those who wish to remain of 3D will have little more power than a current 2-year-old, for their time is over. They are yesterday, just as would be true for a 30-some-year-old who continues to use 2-year-old tactics. Perhaps you feel pity or disgust, but not interest, for you have too much to see and do to pay attention to that which was. The world is new, and this week you will begin to note how that difference affects your interactions with others and, therefore, yourself. Enjoy exploring new you in a new world that is beginning to sparkle as brilliantly as you. So be it. Amen. Regaining full consciousness. One of the limitations of humanity is the border for the extent of our awareness that we have imposed upon ourselves. This limitation has become part of our self-identity. We live completely within the polarity and vibratory frequency of the empirical world's vibrations of good and evil, of life-enhancing and life-diminishing energies. The positive realm of light is beyond duality and exists in its expression of unlimited love and joy. The dark realm, controlled by psychopaths who have lost the ability to love, has fear in its various expressions pervading its entirety. The growing strength of our energetic environment is split in its intensity, and our personal orientation is being drawn in one direction or the other. We are being challenged to expand or contract in every moment. In order to expand, we must break out of the human trance of limited consciousness, and begin to realize that we are more than we have believed and accepted as true. We can do this by using our imagination to create a loving way of being. We can practice wanting to be helpful and understanding always. There is an essence of being that we all participate in to the extent that we allow ourselves. With a strong social vibration of limitation, we have set our own limits. We are now invited to use our free will to enhance all life and being without limitation. In our true nature, we express the wholeness of being, inherent in the conscious life force that enlivens us, but limited by our beliefs about ourselves, resonating with the vibrations of our self-identity. Our experiential life exists entirely in alignment with our free will vibrations. We can practice imagining that we are supported in every way, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Whenever any bit of fear arises, we can transform it in our imagination to an expression of love and joy. We can do this by opening ourselves to our inner knowing of a life-enhancing energy that enlivens and enhances all aspects of our lives. By practicing this, we become adept at it and involve ourselves in a training process for our subconscious to resolve and release our fear and doubt. When we imagine that every experience we can have is fulfilling, we can expand our awareness beyond the contracting energy of fear and into the expanding energy of acceptance, compassion, and love. Being filled with love, we experience a realm of support and inspiration. We meet people who are loving and supportive toward us. We all resonate with a level of vibratory energy that does not interact with duality. These are different levels of being, existing in the same space, but in separate vibratory spectra. As we become aware of our inner light and knowing, which we develop through practicing living in love and joy, we express these energies through our eyes. We can learn to see the inner radiance through everyone's eyes, and this is the level of energy we can relate to if we want to live magical and fulfilling lives without limitation. Source: RayOfflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.